Hey, what's going on, Western Hills Church of Christ family? It's Dave Estes, the big bad preacher, and the one and the only, the beautiful Bev Killinger. Yes. Bev,
Hello,
how you
everybody.
doing today?
What? How am I
How you
doing?
doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. It's a beautiful day. The Lord has blessed us this spring with beautiful weather, and we're good. We're home, but we're good. I hope all of
Good
you are.
deal. Who's that back there growling?
Oh, that's me.
Hello, Les.
My
Well, Bev, why
sidekick.
don't you start us off? What kind of news? What's going on? What's happening?
Well, we just want to keep in touch with everybody and let them know kind of any new things that are going on. We're not going to regurgitate everything that's happening with our sick list and all that, but we do want to update you on some people. And first of all, I just want to thank the elders and you, David, and staff for keeping in touch with everybody through our devotionals, through Facebook Live posts, through our worship service that was very good yesterday. And thank you for that. And, you know, coming on and just trying to keep us entertained and connected. We're so blessed by that, and helps us all to feel a part. So thank y'all for that. And we're all just trying to get through one day at a time. You know, the news is bleak some days, and then some days we have hope that things are nearing an end. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're praying that we're all going to be back together soon and worshiping each other, worshiping God with each other, and reconnecting. You know, it's seems like it's been a long time, and we're all ready for it to be back together again. So anyway, that's what I have.
Absolutely. Well, I know people are missing being at church. They miss seeing folks, and they miss the coffee and the donuts. People are always talking about that. The Wednesday
Yep.
night meals, of course, they miss that.
Yep.
They would love to have delivery orders from you and Les, if you could deliver.
Well, I've done a little of that, but not a lot. So sorry.
I understand. They even miss Wayne Huddleston's stale candy.
I know. Yeah, we miss Wayne, and that brings us to Patty, and I think she's first and foremost on a lot of our hearts today because she's really struggled the last week after her treatment last week, and she just felt like she was in the twilight zone, I think is how she described it. But she had an infection, had to go back to the hospital one night, but has been very sick. So please continue to lift Patty and Wayne up in your prayers. Patty, we love you, and we're all praying for you, and hope that you're feeling better today. And our heart goes out to you, and we can't wait to see you again.
Absolutely. We do miss seeing you, Patty. Wayne's another story, but we do miss you a whole lot. Now, Wendy Griffin also isn't she dealing with chemotherapy or something?
She started her treatments today, from what I understand, and saw on Facebook yesterday that a group of her friends went to their house and pulled up in the driveway and stood outside their cars, and they had posters, and we're just supporting her as she begins this journey, and we're all praying for Wendy and Jason and their family. So yeah, we need to continue to lift them up each day, really. So yeah, those are our two primary cancer patients. We have others dealing with cancer. I mean, it just seems so rampant, but God is good, and we've seen healing in people that we've prayed for that do have cancer. And y'all know Western Hills is known as a praying church, and you know, we always lift people up, and you know, it seems to, you know, the Father hears us, he listens to us, and
Absolutely.
and you know, so we can't mention them too many times, but as well as this crisis that we're going through, they're going through their own crisis as they go through treatments every day. So
absolutely. And I know that Leanne Hughes, her aunt, is back in the hospital. She has cancer.
yes,
I believe.
her aunt is 87. It's her mother's I guess only remaining sister, or only sister anyway. It's Leanne's struggling with that because her it's her last connection really with her mother. And but anyway, she's in a hospital in Jackson, Tennessee, and I believe that she can't have any, of course she can't have any visitors, and she's there by herself. So she has a metastatic cancer, but I'm not exactly sure where that is. But keep her in your prayers. And Jerry as well, he lost an uncle yesterday that I think had strokes and been ill for some time, but he had been an elder at what church was it? Millview Church of Christ.
Yeah.
So keep Jerry and Leanne in your prayers and their families.
I know Susie has a cousin, Barbara, who who's come to church several times, and she's just had a hip replacement and broke her femur, and she just had ups and downs. She's in rehab right now. It's just a big mess for her. So Barbara is her name. So please keep them in your prayers. And I know we need to continue to remember Loretta Walker and the loss of Leonard, and Gayla and her family, and Ray, and the loss of Gayla's mom and Ray's wife. Just a lot going on right now.
Right. And Wayne mentioned to me that Sarah Frost, we've prayed for her husband, and he's been having treatments, but she also is dealing with cancer. So we need to remember her as well.
So are there some things that you can think of that we can do to help keep in touch with people, or how we could stay connected?
Well, phone calls are good. Cards in the mail are good. FaceTime is good. We've FaceTimed with Donna a few times, and, we just miss our families and our church family, our immediate families. It's difficult, but man, technology has really given us a door and a window that we can use to get a glimpse of those people. And we just need to be sure we call. We try to make phone calls and stay in touch with people so that they know that we love them and miss them. And so I think we just need to be conscious of that, and especially our older members who may not be connected by Facebook or even the internet, and don't get emails. So try to keep in touch with them and see if they need anything. And if you know of a need, let any of us know, and we'll be sure and find somebody that can do that. Me or you or any of our other members have offered to shop for somebody and help them. And so anything we can do, we want to do. We want to meet those needs and bridge the gap for when we can all be back together again.
Absolutely. And on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, we have a Zoom meeting, a Bible study for anyone that wants to be included in that. I'll send out an email and a Facebook link. Y'all just click on that. We had a bunch of folks show up last week, and we'll just show up again this Tuesday night for about 30
minutes. That was very good, because we saw, there was probably 20 or 25 people on it last Tuesday night, and you get to see everybody and check in with everybody and, have a face-to-face. So that was very good. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a good time. So we'll do that again, 7 o'clock. We'll like I said, we'll have about a 30-minute meeting, check in with each other, and have a short Bible study on the book of James. And so things are just going to keep plugging away, and we want to just keep doing things. Birthdays are still happening, Bev. People are still having birthdays. People are being creative on how to celebrate their birthdays. I know there's been a lot of drive-by honks at people's homes, putting out birthday signs and having a good time. And now, didn't Millie Boone have a birthday recently?
No, Millie had a birthday this week, and I think she went fishing with her daddy, I believe. Yeah. So she had a nice catch. So yeah, she said it was a great day. So, our birthdays look different in all of our families, but they can still be celebrated, and we want to celebrate everybody at church that is having birthdays as well. And we have a few coming up this week. Actually, Sharon, my sister-in-law's birthday, Sharon Goad, is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Sherry.
Happy birthday, Sharon. Wow. When are you going to stop having those things? I thought you were supposed to stop counting them.
Exactly. And then Lisa Tenpenny, who she's still one of us, what's her last name? Yes. Lisa, happy birthday.
Yes.
And then the 10th is Jennifer Fuson and John Michael Holman.
Yeah.
And then on the 13th, Greg Hines, who's not a member, but he's still a member, so.
The one and the only Greg
One and
Hines.
the only Greg Hines. Happy birthday, Gregory. And Donna Moffett is that day as well. And then next week, or coming up, is Charlie Betvong, and she's a cutie pie, so happy birthday, Charlie. Yeah.
Is I would love to have some of Ewan's egg rolls and pho right now. It
Yes.
is in my heart
Yes.
and mind.
And her fried rice is to die
Yeah.
for. Yes.
Ewan, get on top of that, girl. Get it done.
But anyway, we hope all y'all have a great birthday this next week, and we'll just kind of bring up weekly ones as we meet on Monday nights. And so that's all we have going for the next week.
Yeah, and you know, I know we've talked about this before. We need to keep in our thoughts and prayers all the people that work in the hospitals, and doctors and nurses and policemen and firemen, and all of our politicians and leaders. And there's just a lot of people. We just need to flood God's throne with all these people's names. I know people that jump out at me specifically in our church family are Chris Weir and Stoney Greenlee, and I'm sure there are others that I'm leaving out, and I'm sorry about that. But those are the two that jump off right now. I don't know if you know of any others that are in the medical field. Church family.
Well, in healthcare, Amanda Trimble's in healthcare.
Right.
Of course, John Pugh is.
Don, yes.
And he's on the front lines at his nursing facility. And I know he's been working long hours. And Kim Gerald, she
That's right.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are others, and I don't mean to omit anybody, but you know, there are those.
Vicky Roller, right? Isn't Vicky Roller?
She's retired. She used to be a nurse.
No, she retired.
She's been retired for a few years, I think. So
Okay.
yeah, but
Okay.
but yeah, she was a nurse in the baby department, maybe in the, I don't know if she was in the neonatal department or not, but anyway, I know there are others, but thank you all so much for putting your lives on the line every day, and so that we can sit home and try to stay safe. And so we really appreciate those that are doing that, and I just want to thank them very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been said that, you know, this is Easter Sunday that's coming up, and
Yep.
there's been a little something that was said. I don't know who said it, but so this is the first time that we're not going to celebrate Easter Sunday. You know, that was the wrong thing to say. Easter Sunday is
Exactly.
happening.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what's happening right now in our world or who
That's
says
right.
what. Easter is happening this Sunday. We're going to celebrate it. We're going to celebrate it just like we always have. It'll be different. There won't be Easter egg hunts or anything like that, or we won't have a big crowd at the church, which is a shame. We won't be at Norma's for the sunrise service, but she has guaranteed that we'll do one later on, right, Norma? Don't forget that. But we are going to do a virtual sunrise service, and what I'm asking folks, if you could do just a short little video of you reading a scripture or maybe sharing a song or something like that. Just make it short and sweet and send it to me, and I'll combine it and make it one big video, and then I'll put it out on sunrise on Easter Sunday on a video on Facebook and YouTube, and y'all can check that out. And so we're going to have a good time. And I know there's also been some folks that have been asking about communion on Sunday,
Yes, yes.
and I'm going to talk to Ken about making sure that we include that in every service.
Yes, please.
I think we've just been assuming that each family will take communion on their own later on, but we'll make sure that we have a time in the worship where we stop and take communion. But
That'd
that's
be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
well. Bev, you got anything else? Les, you have anything to say?
No, I got Wolf over here to calm down to keep from eating my leg off.
That's all right. That's
He's
all
fighting
right.
with the dog.
Well, I hope y'all have a great day, Bev. It's good
Thank
seeing
you,
you
you
and
too,
Les.
David.
You know, I'm
You
getting
too.
ready to fire up the old grill for some burgers and dogs tonight. So
Oh, fun.
yes, the pool is open at the Estes home.
Oh,
It
ours
is.
is not yet.
It's 51 degrees in the water, and my boys have already jumped in.
Oh, no.
Yes. So it's been a little. Susie, I think, is getting ready to jump in, so it's going to get wild at my house.
Well, it's nice and warm today, so
It is.
good
It
day
is.
for it. Yeah.
It is. Well, hey, God bless y'all. We love you.
God
We
bless
miss
you
every one
too.
of you. And
We
will
love you
talk
all.
soon.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah,
Love
I'm
you.
still here.
All right. Love y'all.